Hello again to another episode. As you can see here, this is my character from Saints Row. Very reminiscent to how my real life is. He has a peg leg, and he has superpowers, just like me. I can spawn a dog wherever I want. See that right there? And that could be a real nice dog, but it isn't. So you hop on in. Fuck. You kick the car, and the dog chases the car. Yeah. Anyways, this game's one of my favorites because while you're running through the streets, you can just trash just about anything. Everything is trashable. Everything is trash. Um, you can break dance, which is nice. I actually, fun fact, when before I got my leg, I still knew how to break dance because I had two legs before, and yeah, I used to do it in random spots, like in front of buses, um, on rooftops, strange spots for amputees and handicapped people, just breakdancing for no reason. Um, I'm also a black belt martial artist, so it's in my nature to be physically active. As of lately, it's been a little difficult. My leg's been pretty sore. I walk around too much on it, and it starts to like the skin splits open and a whole bunch of nasty nasty stuff. But regardless, it's about how much fun you have as an amputee. I put a bunch of random things as my leg. That's always a good time. I build my own sometimes. A couple of these leg prototypes have been pretty decent. What else? Tattoos. I thought about getting a tattoo on my leg. I'm not sure what I would do. Maybe like a tree. That might be kind of cool. The Northern Lights. That might be kind of cool. Maybe even a gas mask. Gotta find the correct activities to get the quest going. Breaking the law. As I said, I was trained to be a police officer. I've fought a few aliens. If only hacking was that easy. You could just, just a couple of little doot 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 and it does the thing. Most importantly, aliens, aliens, aliens. The cars are pretty nice in this one. Um, the Lamborghini, it's the car that does it for me in this. This thing's pretty nice too. It's like a BMW or something. Hackery do, hackery didgery. I don't give a truck about this stidgery. I don't know, dog. Apparently it's shoot 'em up times. Oh, wait. Here we go. More ridiculous stuff. Right now I have this as my current loadout. It's pretty fancy. It's a old school handgun, like a whatchamacallit, a revolver handgun. Pretty fancy. It makes the revolver noise. It does the shoot bangs. But most importantly, it is the classic cowboy gun. Has a ridiculous amount of bullets for a revolver, but I mean, there's that. Now we just sit here with the alien and console him about his bad time. Apparently, it's an alien on a bad trip. Good time, good time. We're gonna play something else in a sec here. So here we are. You know, when the going gets goth, goth stuff. Fresh nail polish, beanie, trench coat. Standard issue for most goth stuff. You know what I mean? Most goth activities. You're sitting there in the middle of winter. You got your beanie on. You got your trench coat. You're asking yourself, how cold is it going to get? Then you realize reptiles don't last that long in the cold. This is another good one. This is Castlevania, Lord of Shadows. It's like God of War. It's pretty nice. Definitely has that classic God of War feel to it. And these guys, they're like mech suits. They look pretty cool. If you take a look-see, he's a guy in a mech suit, sort of mech suit, steampunk sort of armor. Looks pretty cool. I want to make something like that for myself. I mean, maybe not with the stilts on it, but whatever. Yeah, when the going gets tough, you got to use these fire gauntlets to break up the shielding. See how it turns red? Yeah, it turns into complete dog poo. So just remember, you have to beat the dog poo out of the shield so that you can dog poo for real. Yeah. That's my stuff. No. That was a really good song. Christina Aguilera back in the day. Classics. The finishers in this game are really cool. It's always cool stuff like melting this guy's face. Like one of my guitar solos. Been working on some new stuff lately. It's been more jazz, funk. Quieter bass blues sort of thing. I play a 7-string. Most of my music is in 6-string, but I all through high school I played 6 strings like they're 7 strings. You know, drop A, drop G, picking things up like it was a joke. One of the bands I played with, I learned everything by their band by ear while playing it in drop A on my guitar, or drop A, drop G, drop C on my 6-string. It was pretty decent. I managed to impress myself a few times. Good guys. They very well mixed, very well mastered. Okay, now here's the next clue. The next mystery go-arounds. Got to make sure I get this thing sorted out. Where is the climbing section? I'm going to take a guess and a gander that I got to go over here, but still nothing. What do I do with this? Hey, there we go. Is this the next part of the stage? For you see the Gothman in me. He feels the need to kick the trash off the street. Huh. Oh, I thought the barrel was gonna... Hey, it does. Okay, just give it a second. Oh. Disappearing barrel when you think it's rolling barrel. Every time. What do I do with this? I guess it's Chaos Claws. Chaos Claws. I'm like wearing a Santa hat. They're like, Chaos Claws, why you do this to the evil Centerman? Because I decide when the guys get the good stuff and the bad stuff. My name is Nick, in case you didn't already pick that up, so that's some funny stuff. What else? There's another one. It was something about how, oh no, in Norway we can't tie a guy to Jesus cross because he looked like Santa. Santa? It's like Santa, but he's an alien. Well, I thought it was going to eat the poo there, but it didn't. The evil electric poo. That's the worst fear in this game. Every time you come across it, it's like one hit thing just does it in. It's a pretty bad time. This is kind of what my dad's old workplace used to look like. We used to work at this one place called Mount Poly. It's a copper mine. And it's oh my goodness, no! Just like work, I fall off the rafters and hurt myself. Just kidding. We were very safe, very safe people around those job sites. As I was saying, it's a mine. They move a lot of mining materials around. They have a lot of buckets like this. My dad works on things like these. This is oh no, not again. Anyways, you weld the steel bucket, and it is meant for carrying materials. So like one of these would be carrying these little iron balls that they put through the metallurgy and the sifting process to make it into a useful material. Yeah, apparently my dad wants to buy a bobcat, so I have something to do in regards to his, I guess, what we do around here. And I am trying to get back to the norm. I haven't had a job since I lost my leg. So it would be good practice. It would be good practice for me to bobcat around and, I guess, do stuff. Really, I picture it like that one Kanye West music video where it's like Lamborghini skirting with the Lamborghinis in the background. Just doing Lamborghini circles, going drift, vroom, vroom. But really, it's going to be a lot of hard work. I'll probably post it to my channel. I guess I would be using my camera, probably my GoPro, maybe my GoPro for that situation. Yeah. So I guess it's a yes and no thing. Yeah, I want the GoPro on the thing, but my Samsung might be better. Otis, what are you doing? My dog just showed up. He's just here to give me trouble. Like, Nick, why you no feed me? I did feed him. I keep feeding him. I just feed the sadness. I just feed the sadness. You have mastered a skill. You can transfer its mastery to the Void Sword. Alright, let's go to the Void Sword and see how this goes. The pause menu on this game, one of my favorites. It is just fun. It's like a book, and you go through all the book stuff. Trying to figure out what to do with the Void Sword. Vengeful Stab. We'll go for Vengeful Stab and see how that goes. What's this? Vengeful Stab don't need to upgrade. That might be a bad time. Rising Stab. Okay, well, I was hoping it was more Devil May Cry, but I don't have enough points for that. Vroom vroom. Nothing to do. Vroom vroom. Sitting in my room. So you open the door using this, and you realize you have vampire arm syndrome. What does it do? Well, you see, because it's a vampire arm syndrome, you can ask yourself, how much vampire arm do I need? Not a lot. Fun fact, my birth sign is a rat in the Chinese New Year. So if anybody gets mad at me like, you a rat, silly man. You rat, silly man. Ha ha ha. You know, I just sit there like, no, you. Forge's Eye. The boring little one. who must run across the street. Walks by. Fuck you! Me and my mouse army. We shall join together, for we are all the same. Kind of an expression for the human race on that one. I mean, as human beings, we all like to point fingers and blame somebody else. But what if you blamed yourself? You feeling me? I mean, that kind of rhymes. It kind of goes. But what if you had to go with the flow? It's your thing. You're sitting there going, hey, you, I feel like you're the problem. And he's like, no, man. You got me all wrong on this thing. You need to think more. But what if I don't like you? What if I had a problem? What if the problem was you? And I decided to help. And then he's like, oh, but wait, that was my problem in the first place. So you're trying to help me? Trying to help you, dog. Otis makes a little snorty face. Anyways, so that's my speech. You got to picture these little marsupials with their papers in hand. You know, they're wearing business suits. They're like straightening out their papers at a pedestal. Not a big deal, dog. You know, everybody's human. Let's keep them that way. Ha ha ha. Oh no! For it is the big man that has spotted me. Oh shit! Okay, well, that didn't go down as good as I thought it would. I don't know, man. I guess we just hopscotch around until we find what to do. Yeah, if anybody here has played Among Us, it's a really great game. Gosh darn it. It's a really great game. I had it on Nintendo, I had it on Xbox, I had it on PlayStation. I've had it on basically everything. It's a pretty darn good game. It entertains me. I don't know what to do with this. This is getting confusing. I guess I have to fight them. They're unbelievably difficult. These guys are like the worst. Okay then. Well, I guess I missed a cutscene. Not a big deal. Where is my fancy collection of bats? Fancy collection of bats. Here we go. Hiya! Oh shit! That was not what I was expecting. Looks like it done it. So anyways, that's a brief tutorial on this one. We'll grab something else. Just give me one sec here. Otis, what do you want? I'm going to let the dog out. I'll be right back. Going through my Spotify, just going to mention some good music. This is Carnifex, Drown Me in Blood. I have a cover of it on my Facebook. It wasn't a 7th string though. I think it was a 6th string. Either way, it was a good time. What's the other good stuff? New releases for me. I don't see much for music that I am really that into. My gaming playlist. We can just go off about this. My Curse by Killswitch Engage. Rain in Blood by Slayer. Let It Die, Always See You There. Winnie. They're a Japanese band. They're really talented. It's a game from PlayStation called Let It Die. They're pretty decent. I think they're Japanese. It's whatever. Nothing Gold, After the Burial, pretty good. Symbiosis, Decrepit Birth. They're really good. They're like atmospheric metal. Good stuff. Helper in Hand, I Built the Sky. Die on the Cross of the Martyr, Unprocessed. Tim Henson, Scott Lepage. When the Lights Are Down, Camelot. I just got into them. They're pretty decent. They're like old timer sort of sounding, like old school rock and roll, which I dig. Chimera, Gilgamesh. Very talented guys. Asian, I believe. A Brief Odyssey in Time. Decrepit Birth. Once again, these guys are pretty rad. Very technical. Very atmospheric. Solar Impulse, Gravity, Once Human. When I was in the hospital, I was listening to these guys quite a bit. They're pretty darn talented. It's a female singer. She's really good at it. The guitar, the instruments, it's very drop key, like drop C. It's a good time. Natural Selection, Rings of Saturn. They're pretty decent. Rings of Saturn. Me and one of my old friends from a job I used to work at, we used to jam once in a while, and he blew my mind one time. I didn't expect him to be a very good guitarist. I just was like, oh yeah, because he's a mason, so his hands are all beat up. You know, it's a very rough job. Your hands get beat up pretty easily. We were jamming, like one time we jammed, only once. The dude, he was actually playing like Rings of Saturn. I was pretty impressed. Next is this. This was on and off of Spotify. I don't know what was up with that. The Promethean Altar by Disentomb. Masterpiece. This is actually one of the greatest metal songs I've ever heard. It just kind of like, you know, the starting vibe, it really hits good. And then the rest of the song is just, it's a very well produced song. Very good stuff. Kataga by Ghost Main. You know, he's a pretty good guy. He's pretty talented. The Void by Spirit Box, another band I listened to in the hospital when I first got my leg Reno, when, well, the opposite, when I lost my leg, when my leg got chopped off. Born in the Gutter, Aversion's Crown. Listened to a lot of them in the hospital too. This is a pretty good hospital playlist. Scourge of Violence, another good one. Who Am I, Caliban. I learned about them this year. They're pretty decent. 1985. This song is actually pretty rad. It's like a church ballad. You know, when I listen to it, I picture like stained glass. You're like looking up at Jesus Christ's cross. Yeah, you know, it's a good time. It feels like the inside of a church when you listen to it. Holding My Breath, Alien Weaponry, also really good guys. When the Night Falls, Iced Earth, classic, very classic song. These guys, Cradle of Filth. I have a windbreaker coming from Pull the Plug Patches. Shout out Pull the Plug Patches. They're really good band merch. They have battle vests and very high quality band merch in regards to socks, shirts, you name it. Cradle of Filth. I have a Cradle of Filth windbreaker coming in, if I didn't already say that. It's, I guess, black on the outside, and then on the inside it has the artwork from the album, which looks really stellar. Tonight in Flames by them. Wonderful song. One of the best metal songs I've ever heard. We'll toss one more random one in here. DOA by The Haunted. They are really good. The song underneath it, Justified by Dre, really good too. But DOA, excellent guys. Their song, for some reason, it's a classic. It just picks up from the beginning, like Promethean Altar. You know, it starts to, I guess, get catchy, and then it gets better. It's not one of those songs that gets dull. Let's go on back to what we was doing. See here. I have to select a game.